Oh, good evening all. Yep, so today I'm just going to simply do like a vlog, just sort of an update vlog. I am going to be uploading more videos regularly now, what I'm going to do is maybe once a week to once a fortnight, depending on what happens. I'll just be doing a normal catch-up vlog, like I've done with my Facebook Live, if you've got me on there. So if you want to have me on Facebook, you can go to Ataku Solo 90. No, actually, hang on. No, just Ataku Solo for Facebook. And be mind it's Ataku with an A, because I misspelled the word by mistake, with an O, with an A instead of an O. So if you want to add me on Facebook, you can go to Ataku Solo. Anyways, right, so what I've been up to recently, well, a fair bit in the past couple of weeks. I have made several purchases so far this week, and I'm still waiting to go back to CEX tomorrow because I've still got over 125 quid on the voucher I got. I did like a big massive Nintendo trade-in. I traded in my 3DS XL and all the games, and I had a massive pile of them. Also, I traded in my Wii U and had a massive pile of great, the classic Wii U games, and I traded them all in. I got a Nintendo Switch and a package, and a fastened one at that. A sealed one. No, a sealed one, that's the right word. And yeah, so I know there's not many games out for it at the minute, but I did really, really want one. The games I have The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which both Zelda and Mario I absolutely love. I have Super Bomberman, which I'm really, really enjoying as well. It's a good, little retro game and a nice sort of updated version of it. I also have Lego City Undercover, which I did have for the Wii U, but I thought when I trade it in, I'll get the Switch version to replace it. So yeah, and I have no regrets about getting the Switch, and it's been a good sacrifice in my opinion to part with my other Nintendo consoles to get it. As the Nintendo Switch is a portable console as well as a home console, I kind of think that's probably why I wouldn't need my DS anymore, and I probably wouldn't use it as much. It'd probably end up being made redundant, pretty much. So yeah, I now have my Nintendo Switch, which I'm really happy about. Other purchases from CEX. Well, I purchased a new power cable for this MacBook of mine. It needed a new power cable. I had the Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens game for Wii U. Obviously, I traded that in. So I got the Xbox One version because I do very much like my Lego games. I have purchased the Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon for Xbox One also. And something I've been playing with quite a lot. I was recently been chatting to a mate of mine who's a really big retro gamer, and he bought a Game Boy Advance SP. He's got a Game Boy Advance SP which he still plays. I did have one of them back in the day, sort of in 2003. Yeah, I got one I think for Christmas 2003, which I am really enjoying. So I've rebought one of those. Games I have for that, I've got some of them here. So, one that I did have, which I've rebought, Pokemon Ruby, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Sonic Advance 2. Right, and I've also bought Crash Bandicoot XS, which is the first Crash Bandicoot game for the Game Boy Advance. Was the first Nintendo Crash Bandicoot game, because that was sort of in between Crash Bash, which was the last game for the original PlayStation, and Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, which was the first Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 2 when that came out. So yeah, I've been really having a great time with that. I've completed 2 warp rooms and 2 bosses on Crash Bandicoot XS. So now I'm currently on warp room 3. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. And speaking of Crash Bandicoot, a purchase I've got coming up is I have pre-ordered my copy of Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy for PS4. Because you see, I have 3 new-gen consoles. I have an Xbox One, a PS4, and now a Nintendo Switch, because I'm just such a gaming nerd. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. The release date for it is June the 30th. So yeah, my copy's going to be there and ready on the day, and I just can't wait for it. Let's see. Purchases I've made this past week. On Sunday I bought myself. I found in Asda for £5 the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Best of Blue DVD, which is basically 6 episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original series that were focused on Billy. There's about, I think there's about 5 of them were from the first season, and the last episode was Blue Ranger Gone Bad from season 2. I'm trying to remember the names of the episodes from season 1. One was it Love, Peace and Woe. The next one was Something Fishy. Something Fishy. Right, what was the other one? The Dark Warrior. Yeah, Dark Warrior, which is the episode with Trini's uncle in. He trains Billy to be a martial artist. Switching Places, which was the episode where Billy and Kimberly swapped their brains, because Billy's invented a machine that reads minds, that can allow people to read each other's minds, but the Bulk and Skull tamper with it, and it causes it to go wrong, and their brain switch. And speaking of Bulk and Skull, they also get their brain switch when they attempt to read each other's minds. Right, so that's 4. It'll come back to me in a sec. Love, Peace and Woe, Something Fishy, Switching Places, The Dark Warrior, and Blue Ranger Gone Bad. So there's one more. Alright, well, as I can't quite remember that last one, I'll come back to it in a moment. Right, and also then the following day, on the Monday, I happened to be out shopping in Leicester, and I purchased, again for £4.99 from HMV, the Green Ranger Adventure DVD, which is basically a DVD special of the 5-part story arc from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers of Green with Evil, which you may remember was the introduction of Tommy, the Green Ranger, when he's chosen by Rita to become the evil Green Ranger, and throughout the course of the 5-parter, he's battling the Rangers. The Dragon Zord is introduced. He and Rita's other forces destroy the Megazord, and then in the final part, they all get their Zords back. Zordon comes back because Tommy disables the command center, which means they lose Zordon for a big part of the storyline. And then they destroy his Sword of Darkness, and then he becomes good. And then the finale to that series is the introduction of Dragon Zord fighting mode. So yeah, I really enjoyed watching that. I mean, I do have Netflix, and I do know that all Power Rangers is on Netflix, but I thought for just collector's purposes, I'll pick those up since they're only a £5, because they are quite collectible. And also, the Blue Ranger DVD contained quite a long interview with David Yost, who was Billy's actor, talking about his time on the show. And all the different experiences he went through, because he was the only one of the original 5 Rangers to remain on for the whole Mighty Morphin saga, and then also move on to Zeo. What was the name? What was that name of that last episode? In fact, excuse me a minute. I'm going to go and look it up. Can't believe I'm struggling to remember it. Oh, what was it? Ah, yes, Grumblebee. Yes, Grumblebee, which I remember was the episode where, actually, yeah, that also was from Series 2, where Billy gets a serious confidence knock because he gets a B on one of his school exams, and Lord Zed decides to take advantage of his confidence knock by sending a B-type monster down, which something I noticed when I watched that episode again is actually that exact costume was again reused in Power Rangers in Space for that monster called Waspicable in the episode A Wasp with a Heart. Yep. So in terms of most purchases, that's kind of what we've got purchases for this week. I once again put another load of money in my bank this morning to save for TF Nation. I'm surprised how well the saving process for the TF Nation is going. I am really looking forward to it, and so in terms of future purchases, well, I don't know. I'm really hoping I'll be able to get the new Fire Emblem game coming out for the Nintendo Switch very soon. That might be the one game I purchase this month. In terms of stuff from CEX I can get with my voucher, I want to get that new Tetris game for the Switch, but I'll wait until CEX has a copy of it in, rather than going and buying it in cash from another shop, so it'll save me money. Right, so that's all about there is really to say for now. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I'll see you soon. Bye.